Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. It's my weekly show where you see what I'm working on, what I got done, and what is coming up. So it was another mech-filled week this week with some Flamin' Samurais to go on the side as I painted up the Scions of the Flame for Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry, and also my next star of Clan Wolf Clan Mechs from Battletech. So yeah, this is one of those things where I've gotten on a robot painting kick, and it's a good thing because Gamma Wolves came out this week as well. I'm going to be painting up some new robots to do a campaign with Ellen. We're going to kind of like choreograph the whole thing so you can watch us build robots and play a game. But when I get on a kick like this, especially in like scale model, like 6mm scale like Battletech is, the hard thing isn't to get me to start to paint something, and the hard thing is going to be getting me to stop. I think at this point. I only have another 5 clan mechs to paint and then some elementals. And then I couldn't help myself because I was going to be done painting mechs. I ordered the Game of Armor Combat box, which has all the clan, or the Intersphere mechs, including some of my favorites like the Battlemaster and the Catapult. So once those are painted, I think I'm done for a minute. I think that's all the plastic mechs that are out until Wave 2 comes out from Catalyst. So yeah, I can like pump the brakes a little bit and we'll play some games. I'm really enjoying painting little models. I love Epic. I love painting in scale. I love sci-fi games, and I really enjoyed the game you guys saw yesterday of Alpha Strike. Owen and I are actually going to play it again on the weekend, and then probably again on Monday because we both really liked it. So yeah, let's see what I got done and what is coming up. So first things first, here are my Scions of the Flame from the new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Catacombs box set. This is the final warband from the original core rulebook to get models, and wow, this week Nick came in and we played all 3 convergences using some of the new Catacombs boards, just modifying the scenery a little bit for the convergence, and what a cool warband they are. They're so punchy. They're armored kind of like Iron Golems, but they hit like a ton of bricks, and they can all increase their strength all the time by just like blowing fire. So these were painted using the Mega Paint set from Army Painter. I'm just in love with this paint set. Great rich colors. The only thing that's not from actually everything, I didn't use Astrogrant this time around. This was just regular ballast that I painted using that Mega Paint set. So everything was prime black, and then I used Oak Brown as a dry brush to give it all base tone. I base coated all the metallics in gunmetal. I used weapon bronze for all the like bronzy bits. And then salamander scale, I think, for the scales and stuff. And then just gave it all a wash with dark tone, blended it back up from like the ruddy skin through to just some of the mummy wraps for the hair, and then just all the various details as well. I used the shining silver for the highlights and metallics, and also blended into the weapon bronze to highlight the bronzes and stuff too. So 2 Fireborn all done. The fire itself was done with like a base coat of the dark orange that's in that box set, blended up through the brightest of the yellows, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, my Fire Lord all finished with this giant double-handed sword and this cool armor. The skin for this was the purple highlighted through the mummy wraps, whatever that dark purple is, kind of like a lich purple. And then the base was also oak brown, just like kind of thinned down and washed onto the ballast, and then dry brushed through ash gray and a little bit of ash gray mixed with white. My Inferno Priest with their cool brand for like branding people with the ever-burning fire symbol, which is pretty neat. She has an infinite damage quad in Warcry, which is, we didn't get it to go off, but it could have been amazing if it had. And then my 2 Initiates. I love this guy. I was really happy with the skin. It's just mummy wraps through like the ruddy flesh that's in there. But yeah, I'm really happy with the skin on him. Actually, it turned out really nice, and he's amazing. This is the Brazen Champion and the Blazing Lord. They're 2 just like murderously big hitting pieces. And then there's the Immolator, Mr. Fire Guy. I wished he was like, he explodes, but he actually doesn't explode as good as the grenades that the little guys throw. So I was not impressed with him. But his model is hella cool. He's the dude that eats a big chunk of like the salamander guys down in Varanthrax's maw, and he just starts to burn from within. He's real cool, and somehow like he survives because of the power of chaos. But he's a really nice model too. And there they are. Yeah, all done. And here's my second star of Clan Wolf Battle Mechs. I think this is a command star. Yeah, I think this is the command star, I think, yeah. And it's got a Shadow Cat, a Stormcrow, a Dire Wolf, which is the even bigger Timberwolf, a Summoner, and a Mist Lynx as the 5 mechs that come in this. This is from the new Kickstarter for for the clan stuff, the clan invasion. And I did these up in a more traditional sort of like almost camo pattern with like a bisected sort of like beige brown and gray legs. And this was not done entirely with the Mega Paint set, although most of it is from the Mega Paint set. This time around, I actually primed these dark gray. I've been playing around with the contrast paints in different undercoats. So I did a different undercoat for this. This is actually Skeleton Horde over top of the same gray that the legs are here. They're all primed with a Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch, just like 2-in-1 gray primer. And then I dry brushed it with the ash gray from the Mega Paint set. And then the part that I wanted to have be this like brown gray, I washed with the Skeleton Horde, and the other half I just left as is. And then base coat all the weapons. I used Astro Granite again for the ballast on the bases, and then washed some of the like greeny stuff onto it. I haven't done any weathering on them yet, but I'm not sure I will, because I think the ash gray huge mini stuff might not be dark enough. I might try the black one, the gunmetal one on them instead, and take them home and weather them still. I just finished dull coating them with Rust-Oleum Dead Flat right before I filmed this. So this was my painting project for today, because I want to use this on the weekend and play some games with that one. And probably paint some more elementals as well. But this is my second star. I didn't do them in the same bright orange like parade dress that the Clan Wolf mechs are in usually. I think I like this better. I don't know, this feels almost more Battletech to me. I'm not sure if I like these as much or more. I think I like them more. But I have a third star that I need to paint for my clan stuff. That's all my clan stuff finished. I can't decide if I want to do them in the old school, like 1980s parade dress, which is the tiger striping, because it has like a Rula cool too. Like the orange is really cool. And the same with this clan, the Innisphere stuff that has center stuff. Look how small the Warhammer is compared to the Direwolf or the... Yeah, the Direwolf, he's so little. It's amazing how big the Direwolf is. But I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with how the scheme turned out, and I'm going to definitely do it, I think, for at least one more unit. I can't decide if I'm... you tell me. And that leads to the coming up stuff. I've base coated and just thrown the skeleton. You can actually see how it looks, the Skeleton Horde down on the primer with the dry brush on the elementals. And I'm going to do some detail colors. I want these elementals, because it's an actual star, to look different from the previous two stands I painted. You can see what it looks like just before it dries. And then I have these primed to do the way I did the other ones, but I'm tempted to reprime them dark gray and do them the way that the star I painted this week is. Tell me in the comments, make up my mind for me. I'm weak of will, peer pressure me into doing one way or the other. No third color scheme though. I want to have at least like, I want one of the units to stand out, the other two to be uniform. So tell me if you like, do you like the gray and the beige, or do you like the tiger striping? Tell me in the comments, I'll count them up, I don't know, by Sunday. and then I'll decide. And then I grabbed the Game of Armored Combat. So we just have the digital rules for Alpha Strike, which is handy because like it's letting us play the game. But the other rules and stuff kind of got lost in the mail. So I grabbed this so that I'd have some more stuff for my Inner Sphere, because right now I've got way less points than I have of clan stuff, so we can't really mix it up. So there's two more lances here. There's a, what are you, a Shadow something. You're not Shadowcat, that's a clan mech. But there's a Thunderer, Shadow mech, Wolverine, Catapult, a Commando, a Locust, an Awesome, and a Battlemaster to paint up. And I'm pretty pumped. 8 more, 2 stars for Alpha Strike. And then we do have the core rules for the regular version now, so we can do a Throwback Thursday. But if you're looking to play the game like right out of the box, the Clan Invasion box gives you the clan special rules. But this box, Game of Armored Combat, it gets you 2 lances of max, the rules, dice, like cards, terrain, the hex map and stuff to play it. Like, this is a really comprehensive starter set, and I was actually really shocked at how great it was, along with all the cards for Alpha Strike too. So if you're gonna play Alpha Strike, this is actually completely compatible, because you do get Alpha Strike cards for all the units, which I thought was pretty cool. And which is why I picked it up, because I wanted more of the plastic mechs. I wanted to be able to balance out my forces. So that means I have 4 lances of Inner Sphere stuff. And what I'll probably do with these is do 1 more Steiner Lance and then do a Mercenary Lance. So if you know of a good mercenary company, link me in the comments and tell me what you think a good mercenary company would be, like color scheme wise, and also that would like make sense allied to House Steiner and the Donegal Guards, because the Donegal Guards, no wait, Donegal. Somebody told me how to pronounce it in the comments of the last video. I don't remember now. The Shamrock Donegal, I can't remember, Donegal. I said Donegal because that's how it looked to me. Guards. And I'll get these painted probably next week to play some more games with that one. But that way I've got 15 clan mechs painted and 7 stands of elementals, and then 16 Intersphere mechs, which is actually still way less points, even though it's more models than the stuff for the clan. But it means that I've got, I think, to my knowledge, that's all the plastic mechs in existence painted currently for designs, and I'm happy there because it means that I have a natural stopping point, or I'm not gonna stop painting Battletech stuff because I'm terrible at this. I get looped into something. It means I'll take a break and paint something else. But I'm pumped. And then once I get it all painted too, we played some more Alpha Strike. We'll do the Throwback Thursday. People keep asking when we'll play the classic or the sort of standard expanded armored combat game of Battletech. We'll try that too once we play a few more games of this. Other stuff, Owen is currently painting up his Lumineth army, so I finally put a prime down on my Sorcerer Lord for my Slaves of Darkness. I just like to have a new unit to play him with. We're going to try and play like a 1,000-point game, just so he can get his brain wrapped around them, and then that gives me an excuse to get this guy painted up. So I have basically he just swaps out for Be'lakor. Be'lakor's like the same point value as him, and he's a cool model. I've been meaning to paint him for a while. But I'm going to try that same trick of just dry brushing a dark gray base coat and using some of the contrast paints to get him base coated and then do his details. I found that works really well actually versus just using the contrast primers, because it's almost like doing like a zenithal highlight, but you don't have to go too dark like under a black primer, and so you get that nice rich saturated color still. So I'm going to try that on the Manticore. I'm just going to paint the Chaos Lord using like the same like painting methods I've been using the rest of my Chaos stuff. And he'll be ready to rock and roll hopefully for Monday afternoon. I'm going to try and get him done Monday morning. And then this showed up. I'm super pumped. GCT Studios sent me the Open Rebellion box for Bushido, so it gives us an excuse to play some more Bushido. This is the Wolf Clan. And also, this guy, Tanaka Kazuo and his heir, which is basically Lone Wolf and Cub. How cool is that? A Lone Wolf and Cub mini. So if you've ever seen the comic or the manga, Lone Wolf and Cub, it's a very, very cool story. It's a samurai sort of like story, and this is sort of like an homage to that, which I'm pumped about. And then because I was writing the Battletech stuff, I was basically just looking at other things on my local friendly web store to order that I didn't have, and they had some Rangers minis still in stock. I think they sold out most of what they ordered, and they haven't really reordered it. But I was able to get Rangers number 3, which is my favorite Ranger, the one with the pipe. And the like old man one. So I'm going to paint these up, and then I also managed to snag Coven and Orla from the Bloodmoon Companions to do a new Ranger group. I figured it was about time. I did this with Frostgrave to use the official minis from North Star. I want to use some of the official minis for Rangers too, and do like a new Ranger group. I love my Sean, like my Braun Bear Killer Ranger group, but he's getting really experienced, and I feel like maybe getting a lower level Ranger will make the missions a little more perilous. And so starting a new Ranger group with these 4 minis, I think. I was also supposed to be getting a copy of the Ultimate Edition of the rulebook from Modiphius to review, and that would give me a good excuse to start new Warband and play some new missions and stuff too, because I'm still using my Microsoft Docs, or my Microsoft Word, .doc printout version of the playtest rules that Joe sent me. Geez, it feels like 3 years ago now, so I should probably have an actual rulebook to play from. So we got another on the paint table done and on the books. Another 13 models painted this week, and a bunch more base coated and primed. Lots of projects on the go. I'm really excited about the Battletech project. I'm really excited to play more Age of Sigmar. I'm really excited to play more Rangers and Bushido too. This is, the projects are piling up, man. Oh my God. It's crazy how much stuff in the 4th quarter of this year has come out. We've had Blood Bowl. We've had new Warcry Catacombs. We've had, Battletech obviously isn't new, but it's new to me. Yeah, just madness. Second Edition Frostgrave came out, like so much stuff towards the end of the summer and Q3, Q4. To try out and to play. So we will see you for more stuff next week. So we'll see what I get done. I'm hoping to polish off all the Battletech stuff next week and just get it on my system, and then I can maybe make some terrain for it and play some more games and just like enjoy painting something else. I'm not gonna stop otherwise. So anyway, big thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Till then, Ash. Happy wargaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.